Restricting Oneself, the 14th of September 2024. First, I settled for miskeen. Then I changed it to non-understandable. Then to adding. Miskeen is a good title. You don't need to testify to anything. I'm not compelling anyone to try to ask for forgiveness for me. Therefore, I do not hold anyone accountable for a testimony of any sort. And that's faith in Allah. It would seem as someone would make an assumption of where I am from and would think it was from Fatih. Rambling can become useful at times, but maybe they are unrecognizable at first. I'm determined to keep writing, stipulating. What if the last thing someone would write, or the last way that they would feel they should abide by, would be the most reasonable thing, at least for them? It would feel like only the direction would would work. Even going through making mistakes twice and then correcting it the fourth, the realization of something in the past looks to activate or add the story of the person being interrogated about the story of the child who started replying to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Muhammad, peace be upon him, with stuttered words when he was asked about the future. Not deleting my mistakes would cause trouble if I had not realized the aim. The child replied, Dukh, and repeated it, which means that telling stories is a pathway to either drifting off or testimony in some sorts. Why did he not say the sentence and then ended it with a stutter? Stuttering in speech is a way to determine evil from good. There are times when writing would also be guided. The first thing that you feel, the inch itch, to make a correction to some mistake. This itch is either good or bad. The way in which it affects your perception of the pathway you want to attempt to take when you are trespassing. Sometimes in speech, the way to figure out what the person wants to lead on to is the last things they say. It is a collection of things because it means that they are not essentially the ones that need to be paid attention to. A stutter is all it takes to prove to someone that all of it is real. It just differs in how we respond to them. Sometimes making mistakes is tolerated when making those mistakes. It is easy to identify that speech and thinking cannot be interrupted with anything that is not given permission to do so or to allow it. Like hearing the word bar mitzvah. A hunch is supposed to be the way to follow. Restricting oneself.